Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be very surprising. I'm finally not sitting in my chair recording a trading video. Today, I'm going over a seven-figure day trader's setup. Okay, I know some of you guys have been highly looking forward towards this video, so I finally got the time to just record the video. And yeah, you guys will be very surprised by what you see because it's honestly nothing complex or complicated. My setup is very straightforward and simple. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So to start off, first we have two dual monitors. These are two monitors I use. I don't use any other monitors for my setup, okay? I believe they're both Acer monitors and they are the exact same thing. I just have two of them. They are curved monitors, 28 inch. Nothing special about them, 140 hertz, 4 hertz, and it's 2K resolution for each one. In terms of trading, usually if I'm trading during session and I'm not live streaming, I will have just this on ES or gold, and then obviously vice versa for the other charts. So I have two charts of the two main things I trade during New York session, which is ES and gold. And then if I obviously want the Discord chat open on another monitor just to monitor messages, I'll pull up Discord to the other monitors so I can trade and look at the charts and hopefully not miss a setup while I respond to y'all's messages. So that is that. Let's get into now my keyboard and other stuff I have on my setup. So what else I got on my setup is just a Blue Yeti X microphone. I used to have a boom arm stand, but the Blue Yeti X is kind of heavy as a microphone, and I don't think the stand holds it. I haven't tested it yet, but we'll see. Because I used to have a Blue Snowball that holds up the stand, but now I have a Blue Yeti X, and it just sits, on my table here. And yeah, so I know it's not a crazy quality difference in terms of my microphone. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the quality of my mic. I don't think it's too bad in the videos. Another reason why is I don't like the boom arm in terms of it blocks my view of the charts slightly, so it blocks my field of vision, and I'm not a fan of that. So I just kept it on the stand or the table because why not? Now we go over here. We just have my ring light here. Okay, very straightforward. You guys probably see the reflection in my glasses when I turn it on, but that just basically helps with the lighting and brightens up my face in the videos. And for those that are wondering how bright it can get very bright. This thing is extremely bright for the size of being this small. It can even go up higher. So you see it's going higher, going lower. You could change the settings of the coloring, whether you want the cool light or the warm light. It's very straightforward, man. Nothing too crazy, but I usually have it at like a medium setting. And yeah, that's what I got in terms of my ring light. I'll just leave it on, I guess, for the rest of the video, just to lighten things up here. But yeah, you can obviously tell it's extremely bright. And without glasses, obviously, it's gonna. I'm going blind looking at this thing over the long run. So yeah. Now let's go over the mice or the mouse. It's just a Razer Viper Mini. Nothing crazy as you can see. Just a Razer Viper Mini. Been having it for quite a while. And this keyboard is ancient, man. This is a Corsair Strafe RGB. You can also tell it's kind of old. Stuff is peeling off, but I never decided to really switch keyboards because I never found a need to. There's no need to switch the keyboard if everything works fine. And I gotten really used to the hand rest here. I think it's extremely comfortable. I love the keys here for gaming, and everything just works perfectly just the way I wanted it. So no complaints there. And next thing up is literally this. So this is the webcam where you guys see me on stream. So I'm recording off this monitor for the most part on stream. So sometimes I will have the stream chat over here on this monitor on the right. Hence why you guys might see me look over here. But on the camera, as you see me basically look to the side, and that's just me reading chat. For the most part, I have the main activity or whatever I'm doing on this chart, trading, gaming, whatever, and then I'll just have something on the side on this monitor here. But yeah, it's just a Logitech 1080 HD 1080p webcam. Nothing too crazy, honestly, there. Now, last but not least, it's just a computer, man. This is my laptop. I used to have a PC, but I got rid of it because I want everything to be centralized in one place in terms of my trading stuff, my programs, files, all that. So I just have everything on this bad boy right here. This is a HP Victus. I believe it's called 15 or 16. I can't remember exactly. Had it for a few years already, but it's been working great. It's able to power literally everything that my system runs. And, so far it's been looking real good. These are two, if I didn't mention earlier, 144 hertz 2K resolution monitors. They're 28-inch curved. And honestly, in terms of the front, is basically it. There's not much in the front of my setup there. So let me now show you guys the background of my setup, or behind me, basically when I'm recording. All right, y'all. So this is literally my background. You guys know I used to not have a background. It used to be a paint, basically a blank wall. But decided to spice things up a bit, to have some background, ordered some things from Amazon, with the LED light strips, and I think it definitely spices up the background in my videos and makes things a little bit more interesting and fills up the space, or fills up the dead space. So again, this is a shelf rack, I believe from Costco, LEDs from Amazon. Just have a plant here, and then I got the Carlsdal and the JBL speaker from back in the day. And then of course, you guys are wondering, you can change the colors. I just have a remote here to change the colors, so you can go green, blue. Blue is my favorite color, so I usually keep it at blue or cyan at least. Green is like all right. And then of course you got your rainbow features. You do auto just goes rainbow mode. And then obviously you can have different timers and different modes in terms of music mode, things of that nature. But yeah, these are pretty sick. Just lights, you know, to do whatever I want really with them in the background. And it just adds overall good lighting effect to the background of my webcams. So I'm gonna leave it back on blue here for the rest of the video, but you guys get the point. And then that's basically the end of today's video, man. I just got 2 resin statues here. This is actually a question for y'all to see if you got to the end of this video, because if you did, I have a question for you guys. And the question is, how much do you think these 2 cost right here? So I'm gonna show you guys here. Guess the price of these 2. I actually asked an IRL friend recently how much he thought they were, and his price was quite off. So I'm curious to y'all's opinion, or what you guys think of what the pricing is on these 2. They're actually more expensive than you may think. Kind of looks small. Actually, it may look pretty big on camera. I can't tell, but these are pretty damn big for resins. And this thing's like 30 pounds. This thing's like 40 to 50 pounds. So they're quite damn heavy. So I'm surprised the shelf here was able to hold them together. But yeah, that's basically it, my setup, man. You just have my background here. That's why you guys kind of see him on the side. Here's my background behind my camera. And honestly, the gist of me making this video, to be fair, is just to let you guys know you don't need anything crazy to make a lot of money in the markets. The main thing you need is just this, which is your brain, right? The mindset of discipline, being disciplined to your strategy, and learning the information you need to learn, the correct information to become profitable consistently. That's all you need. All this other fancy stuff, and you guys see my setup, I'll just show it to you guys here. There's nothing fancy about my setup. It's very straightforward, very simplistic, and you know, you can't really do anything wrong with that. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Again, just a quick little tour of my setup here that you guys see on camera, on live streams, on YouTube videos. Nothing special about my setup. Again, literally, you can get the cheapest monitors ever, and it does not matter to your trading, right? There's no need to get 5, 6 monitors, right, guys. You can be profitable just with a laptop. You don't even need any of this. You don't need, of course, if you're not making videos, you don't need a microphone. You don't need a webcam. You don't need a ring light. You don't need a mouse. You can just use a laptop and the built-in laptop screen, and you could be consistently profitable. You don't need any of this stuff. This is just extra miscellaneous stuff. So I hope you guys do enjoy today's video, man. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below, subscribe, and leave a comment of what you think, and also post your setup in the Discord. I have a section within the Discord. It's called Trading Setups. I just made the new channel for those that just joined. Check it out. Post your setups. I want to see what you guys are working with in terms of your trading setups. You guys are probably gonna humble me with your setups because my setup looks super simplistic. But yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all's setups.